Every team, all 32 teams, $432.5 million. Let me repeat, 432 million. Now that's what they got from the TV and all the league-wide deals. That's not local TV. That's not local radio. That's not concession. That's not parking. That's not ticket sales. That's not merchandise. So that's one big screen. They got 6 other buckets that they can prove. Go ahead, okay.
So the Dallas Cowboys, obviously Jerry Jones is into making money. We understand what his bottom line is. Obviously the bottom line is about winning. Because the NFL is a copycat league. All the shit that other owners do. If you want to win games, if you want to compete and build a team that can hopefully help you reach the Super Bowl, I mean, you just copy what you see other owners do. But the Philadelphia Eagles is right down the
Jeffrey Lurie.
It ain't that hard. He was Jeffrey Lurie and how he wants to do every single year. They pay the players. None of their players are front. None of their players are complaining or sitting on the sideline or holding out or doing anything. Nor are they in front of the camera every chance they get because they have one end goal. One end goal in mind. Just as the players. We trying to get a Super Bowl. It's about business. And their business is about winning. You ever think about no winning man? Jerry been trying to show I'm in control. I'm going to make you wait. The longer I make you wait, the more attention we as the Cowboys team get. He continues to do the same thing each and every year with their star players. And then taking shots at them publicly, give a clear picture and a clear indication that he's really not serious about putting a team together that can win.
Look at Kansas City. Kansas City will play their players and they say, you know what? You're great here. We can't pay you. We're going to put somewhere. We'll put you somewhere where you can.
Yes.
The Jarius League. We can't pay you. But what if we were crazy somewhere that can pay you? Look at what they did. Look at what they did to Pat Mahomes. They're taking care of Kelsey. They took care of all the receivers until Tyree priced himself out of Kansas City because they had other things. They knew they had Chris Jones. They just signed Colossus. Look, they have to do something with McDuffie. They both Trey Smith. They took care of him. Yeah, they Buckner, the kicker. Yeah, teams that are serious, they get it done.
Hey, it's hard, huh? It's hard because you have an owner who understands the value of the franchise. You have an owner who understands how do I continue to keep the news on me? How do I continue to keep the news on us? Despite not winning the past 30 years, news cycles continue to come about through me. The Cowboys, the Lakers, and the Yankees, whether winning or whether losing, they own the news, they own the cycle. So Jerry has mastered that in being able to manipulate situations with attention and always win. And he's done it phenomenally. Look at the news today, huh? News today. Watch it get fans. Training camp has started in front of the team. We talk about the Cowboys all day. Now, the Jerry playing mind games with everybody.
Yeah. Oh, you know, we got a special guest joining us. With his eighth studio album, Emperor's New Clothes, out to Masterfield, featuring Wu-Tang Clan members, Ghostface Killer, Method Man, Inspector Deck, as well as Nas. Here he is. Hey, Squad, what it do?
Shay, Sean, what up, fellas?
Tell what they do, baby, what's good?
Ain't shit, don't show us the win.
And I'm getting one thing from the other man, just trying to make it happen. Put my head has something to see what's going on, baby. That's it.
There you go. That's all we can do, man. That's all we can do. Keep going.
Squad, tell us about the album. What you got to do? Tell me the thought process. I'm going in, I'm going to do my 8th studio album. What's the thought?
So I've never been that type of dude to sit in and say, oh, this is the new sound they like. So let me try to
You don't chase sound. You Squad, and that's what I do.
Right. That's right. And I do it to the point where I say in my mind, I still got it wrong. Still gotta make it new. You know what I'm saying? I won't do something that out of the box that I know that I'm not comfortable with, and I know my down fans gonna look at me like, what you doing? Because I ain't tried shit. Shane. It's like, you know, my fans, they hard on me. I love it.
Yeah.
I love them because they made me yeah. It's like cool. But my fans, I try things like say for instance, right? Niggas be like, yo, I want you to keep giving us this, giving us this, giving us this. And I'm like saying to myself, like, that's cool, but what happens when I want to give you something like I don't do that? You know, drop a chip.
Right.
So, you know, it fluctuates. And then when I do find myself slipping away a little bit, trying to prove everybody, then they're like, yo, we don't do this shit again.
Right.
So I never really taps about what I do. Is music is music. It's a little bit, it feels good, it vibes to you, it vibes to your soul, you get my jump. I ain't sitting trying to act like I gotta follow it and then strip everybody else doing because I know you're going to this.
And I think that's the hardest part is that when you look at it, everybody's like, man, all he does is the same thing, same thing, same thing. When you give them something new, they're like, well, I want the old guy back. So how do I evolve? When I try to give you something new and you say you want the old, and they might have got back together, but they broke up at some point.
Yeah. That's why I say.
So for us, I think it ain't never break up. Then I think it's yo, I'm about to wait for a minute.
Take a break.
Yeah, I'm about to wait for a minute. There's been plenty of times probably in the past for me, I wanted to break up, but then I have real niggas around me that say, oh shit, that's how I feel. And then it makes me question, am I dealing with too much emotion, or do I have facts to stand on the filter to make that decision as I make it. So, you know,
You got the.
you know, the most High teaches how to forgive, not forgive. So we forgive each other because money ain't gonna keep us together. You know what I mean? It's gonna keep us together. And then I'm gonna get family, you know what I mean? And we try to just balance it out and just sometimes balance it out.
With the Wu-Tang, whatever, the final chamber tour. Was that really the last time you guys were going to be together?
Right now, that's the story because everybody got
other projects going on, got everything.
Vision board. But me and you knew that anything can happen. I mean, niggas said that in the past, it's over and anything doesn't mean. I mean, right now, nobody doesn't like the last couple of years, we have been struggling with, schedules. You know, they can do this shit. You know, it's like it's different if a nigga sitting around the corner and you just don't want to do it. Niggas say it, I don't want to do it no more. So sometimes that ain't the case, but if I got something going on and the next thing you know, this shit fall in my lap, and it's like, damn, I gotta say to myself, damn, I see that nigga's trying to dance out. I'm gonna let me sign that. So we've been having to deal with those situations and move some things around. So we pretty much had like we had like a forecast that was basically saying, yo, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna chill. Because we know that everything, yo, man, we might got a lot of other shit to do. So it's all about respecting men and respecting their businesses and their family time. All that plays a role. But we do have to go through some struggles with that. So now we just say, yo, you know what? Now everybody, we go back out one more time, show the fans some love, and then, now you don't got to worry about me in your ear trying to do something. Right. That's what it was. But you never know. I'm going to tell my fans that. You never know. You never know what can happen. But it's going to be, if the escalate starts doing it again, it's going to be better. Because that's the only way it's not going to.
You recently said hip-hop doesn't feel authentic anymore. Do you? Okay. Is there, in your mind, is there ever a chance hip-hop, rap, whatever the case may be, will it ever be what it once was?
Let me tell you something, and I want you to listen real clear. It's closure, I got to. See, this is why I call my album The Empress No Clothes.
Okay.
My album The Empress No Clothes is because The Empress No Clothes is a Dutch folktale about deception. The king got hoodwinked. He got hoodwinked. He's sitting there with all his vanity, and vanity turns into ego, and then next thing you know, you become weird. You start to forget the rules and principles because your ego is so big that at the end of the day, these guys came in to sell you some clothes that wasn't real. But you knew they wasn't real, but your ego allowed you to sit here and try something that really, it wasn't right. So now what I'm saying is, you gotta stop falling for sucker shit, for stupid shit, the shit that ain't hip-hop that we classify as hip-hop. What's the difference? What's the difference, Chad? If I give you a shirt and I say, yo, try this shirt on, and I got it in my hand, common sense is gonna tell you, nigga, this ain't, yo, Ray, you ain't got it in your hand. Another nigga might be like, that's the shit, don't you put it on.
Right.
That's what's going on in the game today.
Yeah.
Niggas make hip hop be something that we know it ain't. But you got niggas like next to you telling you it is what it is. So my thing is, they get caught up in perception. So when I'm making my music, I gotta keep it hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Prime example. And this ain't shit no more. Post Malone, right? I love him as an artist. I love him as an artist. You look him up in a dictionary or anything Google, they call him an American rapper. Now my thing is Post Malone is singing all the time. Not yet Post Malone saying that he can't rap. All that's something else. You see what I'm saying? You see like you got the white boys do the rock. You got contemporary rock, you got punk rock, you got this rock, you got hardcore rock, you got all these different titles. But when it come over here to hip hop, everything y'all niggas is calling fucking hip hop, it ain't hip hop, right? That don't mean it ain't dope. I'm not taking nothing away from it. I like it.
Yeah.
Hip hop. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it. I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
This is not the singing. It's just like I said, we gotta conserve the culture, man, the best way we know how, man. Niggas gotta stop acting like they calling everything something that it's not, man. That's all I'm saying. So I wanted to make this album basically when niggas got to realizing that, yo, you know, stop being deceptive. Stop letting niggas decept you with other bullshit, man. Yeah. I mean, if this is what you want, then you gotta stand on it. But if you gonna settle, they tell you, yo, eat this shit, this shit is good. And you know, this shit is nasty. Yeah.
But Ray, here's the problem that we've run into. We've allowed it to get in for so long.
Yeah.
Right. It's gonna be hard to get it up out of them because we've allowed it to infiltrate for such a long time, and so now people just like, oh yeah, that's rap. Oh yeah, that's such and such. Because we've allowed it for the last 20 years to get in there, and as you said, they say it, and now we classify it as rap. We classify it as hip hop, but that ain't what it is. That's never what it was, and that wasn't what it was intended to be.
Let's see, going back to the Empress No Clothes. Remember, two swindlers came in there and swindled the kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Swindlers. So guess who the swindlers is? Do I gotta say it?
No.
It's the niggas with the money. It's the niggas with the money that's saying,
They're pushing it.
That's saying, one for you, one for me, two for you, two for me, three for you, 1, 2, 3 for me. Yeah.
Yep.
We ain't gotta sit here and not know what we know. But at the end of the day, money, man. That's what I said. The vanity, the vanity controls the ego, and then you become something that's just yeah. And nigga bring one thing and everything, and you like, yo, fuck it, all I see is the money.
Yeah. The funny thing, this is the great thing I like about life. Whether it's sports, whether it's rap, whether it's arts, whether it's dance, history always takes the same.
Facts.
Life goes in cycles. In decades, as I call it. You don't get putting on yourself when hip hop is back to its original format in which we all know and love.
I mean, I feel like it never really went nowhere. I just felt like it just wasn't a blanket over it. And basically, everybody just at a point where, you know, you get tired of hearing the same type of shit all day. You know what I mean? It's, you know, like I said, man, I ain't got to shoot at nobody, man. I ain't got to shoot at nobody. But a lot of shit that we all respect, let's just classify. Let's just put certain things in our own mind to be what it is. Fuck that. You ain't nobody to tell us, yo, this is what it is. You gotta know what it is. I gotta know what it is. And at the end of the day, like I tell niggas, you go to the movies, you pay for what you want, nigga. Period. You want horror, nigga, you come over here. You don't go over there for horror if it ain't horror.
Right.
But today, like I said, what we could do is really start trying to articulate what's what. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. I didn't make this album to try to shit on nobody. These are just my principles, my nigga. This is just how I feel, and I knew that, yo, you should put niggas know you for it, man. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do it some other way, then you gonna wind up like the king and the empress with clothes and shit. When he fucking got sold something and then the little kid told him, that ain't it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And sometimes you need that. You know, and this ain't even this. Even my philosophy just based on hip hop, it ain't even just that. We living in those crazy times. There's no rule book. It was a rule book back in the day. I don't give a fuck if you had a big brother in the hood. And a nigga tell you, a nigga put his hands in you. You better put your fucking hands, you better fight him. Not shoot him, fight him.
People scared to take an L now, though, Ray.
Absolutely. Yeah.
People scared to take an L now. Hey, Raekwon, his 8th studio album, Emperor's New Clothes, is out now. He has Ghostface Killer, Method Man, Inspector Jack, as well as Nas on the album. Ray, congratulations. Both of you guys do it one more time. Take the group out one more time. Spin the blocks.
Pull up your stats. Second team All SEC. We cannot relate. Undrafted in 2002. We cannot relate. Then you have one Pro Bowl in 2011. We cannot relate. So if you want to unlock Petty Cam, and everything that Cam Newton has ever said on this 4th and 1 show has always been backed by merit and logic. But some way, shape, form, people keep attacking Cam, the person, or why he didn't jump on the fumble, why he didn't do this, or comparing and contrasting. So when I compare and contrast you guys' statistics, and Dan lost you, never mind. But as we keep going and we keep unlocking and keep poking the bear, and y'all want to play this game.
Hey, Ryan Clark and my brother Cam Newton, you know I love y'all. I love y'all to death. Let's keep it football. Let's keep it football. Let's stay away from the personal shots. Let's stay away from the personal shots. Like, I look up to y'all, especially in the spaces in which y'all dominate. Talking the game of football. Ryan Clark, you're the Einstein of this shit. You're the Einstein of this shit. Cam Newton, when it comes to playing the quarterback position, you are well equipped to be able to critique quarterbacks in this NFL that are playing today. Regardless of whether you won a Super Bowl or not, you played at a very high level. You're very successful at the position. Fellas, let's keep it clean. This ain't no boxing match. There's no need to get personal. There's no need to talk about each other in any kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. Everyone loves the drama. They love that part. It's all about them. It's okay to have a difference of opinion. That's fine.
Yeah, that's Cam's opinion. Though I don't agree with it,
Yeah.
that's his opinion.
Yeah.
I'm never going to talk about what someone did or didn't do. Look, we all have our time. Whatever Shannon didn't do, whatever Ryan didn't do, whatever Cam didn't do, whatever Ocho didn't do, ain't nothing we can do about it now. Because ain't nobody going back out there to get one more tackle, getting one more fumble recovery, catch a touchdown, get another yard. There's nothing else we can do. I agree with you, Ocho. And sometimes we do get carried away. What we do is that we don't like the message, so we try to destroy the messenger.
Messenger, yeah.
Ryan didn't agree with what Cam said. That's Cam's opinion. Cam looks at it like, look, I'm looking at it, and he has Saquon, he has 2 top 5 receivers, he has a very good tight end, but the best offensive line in football, and plays is backed up by an outstanding defense. My only retort is there have been a lot of quarterbacks that had that.
Yes, sir.
And we never used that against him. But that's Cam's opinion. Yes, Cam, he had and has more to work with than you. But we can't diminish him because he has that. You don't believe because you said he has all these auxiliaries. You know, he has the latest and greatest. He has Apple. You know, he has all this stuff with we, you know, I'm saying, no joke. We had the big brick phone. We had the Motorola.
Yes, sir.
We had the little bag that we had to carry around, and it was $3 a minute.
Yes, sir.
And then you had the roaming charge. So if you left the area, that thing was roaming.
That's right.
I hate when it gets like this. Because I believe Ryan can make his point. I believe Cam can make his point. I don't.
But listen, I will say this. What Ryan Cam doing, that is entertainment. That is pure entertainment. It's great. It's awesome, especially for the platform.
Yeah, you trying to grow your platform. Yeah.
But no, they don't need to grow. They're going to guard based on the individual. What the pivot is doing, awesome. What 4th and 1 is doing is awesome. So what I saw from them, from Ryan the other day,
let me ask you a question. If under your logic, what do you think their most viewed topic is? What do you think Cam's most viewed topic is? What he had talked about or the Ryan talk?
It's probably going to be this.
Okay, so what do you the pivot? What do you think their most viewed thing is going to be?
Whenever Ryan fires back.
Thank you.
Okay. I mean, I'm
and what being you, what I try to get you to do is us to do that we stay away from that.
Yeah, I tell you to stay away from that. I'm pissed off.
What you mean I be stay away from it? I stay away from it.
I'm on the fence. I'm always on the fence.
You ain't on the fence.
No, listen. At times, there comes when you have to say your piece. You got to stand up. And I ain't going to have anybody saying up any other thing. You can't do that. So I would never, and I want them, as fun as it may be, being able to get each other for wrongdoings, and there's some things that happen that you can't change. You just can't. I don't want to take any personal shots at each other. I don't like it. Let's keep it football. Keep the topic football, and both of them are well versed enough in the sport itself. You don't have to go the other way. They probably won't do me anyway, but they're going to do what they're going to do. But still, that's just my
that's how it is. The most embarrassing moment is probably what you will be going to do. They don't talk about Cam winning the MVP. They don't talk about Cam winning the Heisman. They don't talk about Cam. Think about it. Look at this team that won the Heisman Trophy. You tell me a team that has fewer NFL guys surrounding him than what Cam Newton's team did when he won the national championship. I said, fine. In the last 25 years, show me a team that won a national championship that had fewer NFL players than what Cam Auburn team. Mm-hmm. I don't think he had a lineman to play. I think he might have had a receiver that played, had a couple of coffers. He had, I think, a defensive player to play. He didn't have, and like I said, go back and look and see what Cam did. Mm-hmm. Look, I know, and Joe had outstanding numbers. And there have been other times you look at Tua won a national championship. There have been some guys that won national championship. What's the guy? Mac Jones and Lasker. But you look at that Auburn team and you tell me they should have won a national championship with that few NFL teams. So Cam has been great. Yeah. He's been great.
You can't take it.
No. But that's when he's looking at it, it's kind of like if you look at a receiver and you say, well, I like this receiver, X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. People are going to find fault. Well, why didn't you pick this guy? Well, if you take it serious and start worrying about celebration, ain't no telling what you could have done. You see, they're going to nitpick because they don't like that you're getting on somebody that they like. So what they try to do is try to destroy the message. Right. It's not the message, it's the messenger. Yeah. So if I like the message, if I like the messenger, I'll receive the message.
Yeah.
If I don't like the messenger, I won't receive the message.
Right.
And then guess what? In the message, you know what? Now I'm gonna turn against you. I don't like who gave it to me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Hey. Hey, what up,
Teddy bear.
okay, Teddy Bear. They all look the same, man. Teddy Bear, get on camera, twin.
It should be a premium on winning championships, winning conference, winning the division, winning MVP. If everybody does those things, Ocho, what is the value in that?
Right. And hold on, wait. No, also, there is the value. Sometimes you just happen to be part of a team that actually won and you didn't even do nothing.
Yes.
There's the asterisk sometimes of the value. Yeah, oh, winning. Oh, I got a ring. Well, yeah, you got a ring.
Yeah. All rings aren't created equal. Let's just start with that, and we understand that. But I'm not good. I've been very fortunate to be on shows with a lot of guys, and you know I'm very fortunate that I won at a high level. I won championships. I went to the Pro Bowl, went All Pro, and I got a gold jacket. But it's not like I wear it. I don't wear the rings. That's not. I honestly, Ocho, I try to give my honest opinion.
Right.
I understand what it takes to play this game at a high level. And it's not easy to be consistent, especially when they know you're the guy. And they game plan for you. And you still have to find ways to make plays and make your presence felt. But people kill me all the time. I was like, okay, I'm not saying the guy can fail. I got to take one. And it's easy to say, I would take both of them. Anybody can do that. That's not why they pay you money to get your ass on TV to say, I'd like to have a both. Pick one.
Oh, I got better at that.
Didn't you?
I got better at that. I got better at that.
You absolutely have. But Ocho, they understand that you have a job to do. It's not like you just like one. You're saying, based on me playing in this league for over a decade,
Right.
me playing at the level at which I played, and watching their game, I think this guy was a little better.
Yeah.
But see, people don't hear that. People say, well, you like him, you hate that. Ocho like mango. Man, Ocho hate bananas. He hate oranges. He hate watermelon. No, bro, I said I like mango. I didn't say anything about hating the
Yeah, I've been listening to all things for me, but I've gotten very savvy at, which I've been very good at, is my delivery. It's not what I say, it's not what I say, it's how I say it.
Yeah.
I've mastered that a little bit to soften the blow because our players during this era, during this day, they're very sensitive. They're very sensitive. So I learned how to navigate in saying things the right way when it's not offensive to them. Now this year, now that I got my feet wet, so I understand now. I'm gonna be a little more upfront with people when it doesn't look like it should look.
You should.
Yeah.
Ocho, I mean, look, it's not like you're a bum because they said they want to people that play the game to teach the game. Okay, we're giving them guys that play at an extremely high level.
That's me.
You critique the game.
That's me.
Yes. But what happens is they know they can't run no bullet job on us because we did play the game for an extremely long time and we did play at a high level. So now what are they going to say?
Right.
Oh, man, Ocho, you didn't win no. Okay, no, I did not win at a high level. But just because I didn't win, that means I won. That doesn't mean I won the damn ring.
Hold on now. I didn't win no ring, but I won.
Well, I'm saying that's what they're looking at. Cincinnati. But here's the thing, though, Ocho. You went to Pro Bowls, you went All Pro. So somebody had to vote those awards. They thought enough for you to spend your ass on wild. They thought enough for you to be an All Pro.
And I led the AFC 4 years in a row. And y'all, all while talking shit, while they were game planning for me, that was me.
But you know what has happened, Ocho? It doesn't matter how many great things you say.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 9. Henry out of the pistol. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw is Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Alpha.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Wanna quit?
They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey, sit on! Sit on!
Now it's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this time will be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Dot. Dot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson now. Now he'll escape to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete, left side to Bateman. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Lee. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They need a touchdown with two-point conversion and the field goal. Pretty good start to the drive there.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for two scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go.
Here's Love. Throw left side is complete to Lee. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That's taken in by Kraft. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, but here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked